And if they're dedicated people and they're hardworking people, the more of them I have surrounding me, the more and faster we can conquer problems because we have more perspective and view on it with more people pushing to do it. Imagine coming into an organization where you perfect everything that I've learned to perfect. And it's taken me a long time, and I'm going to give you the shortcut on how to do it. Once you've mastered that, I'm going to teach you to do what I just did with you, which is to train others to do it. And when I get to where I have 20 employees who have all mastered what I've mastered, you're going to be one of the top employees, or maybe you become a business partner, or maybe you move to a new market, we joint venture together, and we start the whole process over because that's your opportunity. So Natalie, when you come here today, there's no reason for you to ever leave here because we're just going to get bigger and bigger and better and bigger and better and bigger and better. And there's no rules about how big and how much better we can get.
You're saying this in a very confident way, and I would like to acknowledge and pull out of the way that you're saying this. You are also, if you were having this conversation, which I've heard you have with a multitude of new employees and team members that join our organizations, when you talk to them and you're saying what you're saying, you are being incredibly humble while still being confident. You're saying, I'm not certain that I know everything right now. I know how to do my thing, and I'm going to be by your side helping you do the thing that I know how to do well. And I've never created 20 salespeople or 20 people who know how to answer the phone. But you and I, once we figure out the first way, we're going to duplicate it. And it simplifies the whole process of growing when you boil it down to these terms. But you have to, as a leader, and the thing that you do incredibly well is acknowledge where you might not know something that is going to come your way. And then it takes away all of the pointing of fingers and the blaming when in those moments you might not exactly know what to do. You're figuring it out.
Yeah. So my job, if I'm moving to transformation, is to create confidence in everyone that I need to move me to that transformation, whatever that might be. It's my sole job. And
you would say that your sole job is to create confidence in the team members and the customers and the members that you work with.
That's right. Create the highest level of confidence, because then people will trust you, they'll follow you, and they'll execute on your ideas and concepts. I know that that's all I need to know. I don't actually need to know anything else, because I'm going to surround myself with people who are moving from transactional through transitional to transformative to accomplish an objective. And if they're dedicated people and they're hardworking people, the more of them I have surrounding me, the more and faster we can conquer problems because we have more perspective and view on it with more people pushing to do it. So once I call it the power of three. Once I have a view of three people doing the same thing, somebody's going to be out executing somebody somewhere. And if you just simplify your business and break it into three buckets: flow, conversion, retention. How are people coming in? What are you doing with them when they come in? And how are you keeping them?
So define flow.
How you're attracting whatever you're attracting for whatever you're doing.
How you're attracting your customers.
Your customers or your employees.
Okay. And then
everything.
You said flow, and then there's conversion.
Conversion. How effective are you at getting them to do the thing at the highest value?
So it's getting people into the funnel. The top of the funnel is flow. Yep. Then you go to conversion. And then the last one was retention. So maybe it's not a funnel. Maybe it's cyclical.
It is cyclical, because the more you're good at retention, the more you increase future flow, right. The higher you convert.
Because you're retaining the customer because they had a good experience.
Or your employees, which is why my average employee, I started the business 15 years ago, and 70% of my executive team have been with me between 9 and 15 years. And they are absolute experts in their area of expertise.
And they're fabulous people.
And they're fabulous people. But we have created a culture of continuous incremental improvement and leaning into other smart people to conquer problems that we've encountered while we're trying to grow. But it's our culture. And nobody can come into our culture and say they have all the answers, because I'm the highest lid in the organization and I don't have all the answers. And if they had all the answers, they wouldn't be coming to work for me. So giving everybody permission that we can only all be our best when we're at our best, and pushing as hard as we can as a team. And when we encounter opportunities to get better or to do something to improve, that's the golden nugget. We're all trying to find those little things.